we are very much affected by the impact on our patients. Our patients' lives have been turned upside down, and this, of course, makes a much bigger burden on the healthcare system and on all the individual doctors who are providing that system. And anything that contributes to stress, whether it's in our patients' lives or doctors' lives, is unfortunately going to have a detrimental effect on our ability to deliver optimal care. Well, the reality is that there is a major blow to my practice and, of course, most of my colleagues' practice that I hear from. The reality is that many patients are canceling appointments because really they do not wish to come in person and or are not very comfortable with the virtual delivery of care because it's fairly new. And I think, like most of our colleagues, probably we have experienced a 50% drop in our ability of delivering care and, of course, in our incomes. We know that disasters tend to have different effects on different people. Sometimes some people experience a surge of energy and interest, but in this case, we are dealing with a physical lockdown and isolation, which is unprecedented in most people's lives. And it's most likely that it'll take some while for all of us, including healthcare providers, to retain a sense of equilibrium. When I get a patient signaling me that, and she happens to be an emergency doctor, and she's writing at the end of a long day, that she lost a neonate, and then 3 hours later she lost a 31-year-old young man, and these were COVID-19 related deaths, and then all the other emerging situations that she has to cope with. And then she has to worry about going home to her family and potentially infecting them. And then she has to worry about paying rent on her office and her staff at her office. This is an unprecedented, stressful situation, and it's not really good for the healthcare system. We hear all kinds of kudos and accolades coming towards the healthcare system and our first responders and those who are on the front lines. But at the same time, we don't see much evidence of that when it comes to some governmental actions. So it's a disturbing cognitive dissonance that sets up in some of our minds that words are cheap, but actions really speak louder than words. Out of this tragic event, we can enhance our communication, our mutual respect, and utilize the talents of so many dedicated healthcare workers who ultimately chose their profession because they want to be of help. And when that work is frustrated by having to worry whether you have the right kind of face mask to wear or the right kind of personal protection equipment to wear, that sort of sends a message that there's not enough caring in the system. And this really has to be a learning lesson so that we never find ourselves in this situation again.